Hello, and welcome to the Bass Guy Show. Welcome to episode 1074 of the Bass Guy Show. Streaming live online right now. We're a little bit late. It's 1:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Scarlet the fluffy black cat who just came in literally just now for his shift. If we look out the window, you can see that it's pretty quiet out there. I believe it's Memorial Day today. So we'll be paying our tribute and respect. The chat board here, live chat board on YouTube, if anybody wants to say hello. My name is Bass Guy, and this is my little internet show. This is a place where I come to play music. I like to loop. Far too serious today. Larry, what's wrong with you? Larry's the imaginary producer. Hello to Mike on the chat board. We have a chat board here. No, there's no Mr. Nuts today. But we did just put out some fresh bird seed with nuts in it. So we might see Mr. Nuts out there. Talking about birds for show and tell today. I've got a little woodpecker I want to show you. A woodpecker landed right beside us yesterday, and it was pretty cool. Not as cool as the couche-tard, though. So very quiet today. I can understand it's Memorial Day and also a holiday and summertime and whatnot. We're going to be doing show and tell in a little while. We're also going to be doing the sports with Mike the Can Man, and live from Sydney, Nova Scotia, Frankie McDonald will be calling in with the weather, which is a good thing. I checked. I'm a little bit behind in what I'm trying to get done here. So I'm literally turning on Skype right now. I thought I was ready. I have a sheet list. I started preparing the show last night and whatnot, and well, I've just been busy. I had to take a little break yesterday because, just been too busy the last couple of years. Need to take a break sometimes. So there's no flooding going on here. Well, no flooding. Mike's asking on the wall if no floods. Yeah, there are still high water levels in Quebec. In the whole Quebec area, Ontario. Lac St. Louis is still swollen and flooded. The lake here is several feet higher, 5 to 10 feet higher. And we tried to go out yesterday to go sit by the water, and it was hard to find a place because it's so wet and soggy everywhere. And our hearts go out to the people who actually got flooded. Apparently there was over 6,000 homes destroyed by the flooding. And, it's like Bill Nye the Science Guy says, we know what's going on. It's just a matter of we're going to do something about it or not. So anyway, thank you for watching my show, for being here. Hello, replay viewers. Welcome. Billy D from Connecticut is here. That's right, Billy D. You are the second viewer of the show today. Just getting warmed up. Haven't done that in a while. It's okay though. It's live. How's it going, everybody? Where are you in the world? Leave a comment. Safe with Scarlet like that, sleeping on the amp. I would get a nice tone.
Order pieces in order time to back into the question, back into the go. Next track, the furnace is ready. Turn on your furnace, keep those one. Drink hot, creepy, white, ready. Drink hot, creepy, one.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Sydney, Nova Scotia, the one and only, my favorite person on the earth, Frankie McDonald. How you doing today, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. And did you hear about that? And the Pizza Zone took a picture of me again. That's going to be on their website. It's
Oh,
going to be on their
amazing.
Facebook page.
So Scott has a Facebook website thingy for his Pizza Zone in Sydney, Nova Scotia, right?
You should follow it.
Yeah, I do follow him actually, and I remember meeting Scott. Was one of the first people I met when Gajen and I got to Sydney, Nova Scotia. We actually met Scott from Pizza Zone, and you like to go eat there, don't you?
Yes. And did you hear that after a while, you finally met me at the boardwalk?
Yes, I did. That was coming up, our anniversary, Frankie McDonald. June 22nd, Gajen and Bass Guy drove all the way from the state line in Montreal, and we met Frankie McDonald. It took us 2 days to drive there, over 1,000 miles, Frankie.
Over 1,000 miles from Sydney to Montreal. Montreal to Sydney.
That's love and friendship for you, Frankie. We came all the way to see you.
Guess what? You should go to Steel City when the next time you come down to Sydney.
Yeah, can you tell me in detail what Steel City is?
Steel City's a sports bar. They sell food and they sell Pepsi and things like that.
Do they ever have bands that play there, Frankie?
Yes, they have bands that play there. Same with Black Diamond, the Old Triangle, Irish Pale House, and Dooley's on Pitt Street in Sydney, downtown Sydney.
Frankie, it's very quiet here today. It's Memorial Day today, and there's not a lot of people on the internet, it looks like.
Not a lot of people on the internet in the States. They travel a lot.
It's a really quiet holiday today, isn't it, Frankie?
Yes.
So I heard you got your P.O. box for the first time last week.
Yes.
Oh, I'm late, but I made it, says our friend Lynn in Texas. Can you tell us what's going on in Texas with the weather, Frankie?
Right now, more severe weather. Texas is predicting a cooler than normal summer. Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and the prairie provinces is going to be cooler than normal summer, all the way down to Dallas, Texas, and Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, Indiana, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska is going to get colder than normal summer this year.
How do you know and remember all this stuff, Frankie?
I study the weather models in the Weather Network.
Can you tell us, what is a typical day in the life of Frankie McDonald?
It's going to be a lot of forest fires in British Columbia this summer.
Okay, so it's going to be hotter over there and colder over here on the East Coast, is that right?
Hot in the East, hot and humid on the East Coast, cold in the central Canada and central United States, hot and dry in the West Coast.
Okay, well, welcome to our friend Lynn. Lynn, say hello to our friend the Jinx 8 from Switzerland, and say hello to Mike the Can Man, and Billy D is here as well.
Hi, Billy D. Hi, Mike the Can Man.
How you feeling today, Frankie?
Great so far. Yeah, I was at the Paper and Curiosity shop. They took a picture of me holding the copy of my book, and Frankie says be prepared T-shirt. And I was at the Great Canadian Dollar Store. Those guys from the Great Canadian Dollar Store headquarters in New Brunswick, they took a picture of me with holding a copy of my book.
That's wonderful news, Frankie. You're always doing so many amazing things, and your fans love you. Our friend Lynn from Texas is saying, she converted it for us. It's 30 degrees Celsius in Texas today.
It's very hot there.
So I see you're not wearing your hat today, but you are wearing your hat on Friday. Can you tell us about the gifts you received from ABC News?
Yeah, a T-shirt and a long sleeve shirt and a hat and a sticker. That's
amazing. Where are you going to put the sticker? Are you going to just keep it?
Just keep it. And did you hear about that? I'm going to be on the ABC News, and I'm going to be on the ABC intro in Baltimore.
That's amazing, Frankie. So they're going to put, you recorded a segment saying good morning, and you were wearing their clothing. They're going to put you in the intro segment. Is that right?
I'm Frankie down Good Morning, Maryland. That's the script.
Wow. Hey, we should get you to do that for the Bass Guy Show. You should wear your Bass Guy Show shirt and say, good morning, Bass Guy Show. And then we'll put it on our introduction if you want that. It'll make you more famous, Frankie.
And I do that for the Gary and Dino show in Los Angeles.
Yeah, do it for the Rob and Slim show and the Bass Guy Show, and then you'll become more and more popular, Frankie. So do you think you'll do the Bass Guy shirt thing and say, good morning, Bass Guy Show?
Yes.
Thank you, Frankie. I'm just joking. You can do whatever you want, but it would be fun to see. I'm Lynn. Nice to meet you. Hello, Lynn. Welcome to the show. When did you start calling into the Bass Guys show, Frankie? Do you remember?
A few years ago.
A few years ago, yeah. And
I
then we
sent the picture of Monica.
Yeah, it was a beautiful picture of Monica and a puppy. Was that her dog?
Her dog, and she got 2 dogs.
And the dog starts barking, and then the old man says, "Get out of here," with the cane.
Look, I'm trying to watch the Price is Right.
So do you have any plans for your stand-up comedy routine that you're going to do across the world?
I travel all across Canada, the United States, all different countries around the world.
You're going to start small, though, aren't you?
Yes. What about going to other countries in Europe? What about Australia, New Zealand? What about the countries that don't even speak English?
I was going to say, what if you went to do your stand-up comedy in Russia? How would that work?
A lot of people wouldn't understand it.
Maybe you could have a translator on stage, and you'd tell the joke, and then the translator would translate it. It'd be even more funny.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Bass Guy and Frankie McDonald are on a radio show this week, aren't they?
Yes. Rob Slim Show, Wednesday, May 29, 2019.
Thank you, Frankie. That's right. This Wednesday, there's a show called The Rob and Slim Show. You can find them on Facebook, for example. And we're going to be on their show being interviewed. What time is your interview at, Frankie?
9 p.m. Atlantic time, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, I think I'm 8:30, so I'm opening.
I'm Canada, Alabama. It's a backward state.
Is Alabama a backward state?
People think backwards there.
Oh, because of the whole abortion thing. They banned abortion, didn't they? Decided they're playing God, aren't they?
Yes.
The rest of the world is like, no, that sucks. We just spent like a couple of decades evolving over that, and now anyways. I'm sure though individually people are nice there. I'm sure there's nice people there though, but the government, the people like Biff that run amok, right, Frankie?
And Biff is a bad guy.
Yeah, Biff is a very, very bad guy. He's in from the movie Back to the Future Part 2.
Biff is a Back to the Future version of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's funny that the bully Biff from Back to the Future Part 2, who corrupts the state, looks just like someone else we know. Isn't that amazing, Frankie?
And that means that when the Marty Burner broke, all Biff stuffs are gone. Biff became upset.
Yeah, Biff's a bully, but there's some parts in the episode.
All his industrial property is gone.
Yeah, but sometimes there was parts where Biff was washing the car, and Biff was like all insecure and stuff, and George was in control, right?
Yes, when Biff was washing the car. I remember that in another timeline when Biff smashed into George's truck.
I think I didn't get a chance to watch the last episode we did, but I remember saying something about... no, you were saying something about what would happen if Frankie McDonald had a different timeline, and then you could you could send that troll that you had to the asylum, right?
Then I'll send Kevin Martin.
What did Kevin Martin do?
Guy being rude to me online over my weather reports. And what about the Gary Rude? He's saying rude stuff about me.
Yeah, I'm just learning that I don't really deal well with negative comments and trolls. You have
just
problems.
Imagine that. I got news for you. Just imagine if I had Alan back, and if old version of Frankie McDowell traveled back in time to meet with a present-day Frankie Rosemi.
We have our friend in Europe, Frankie, who's saying there are a lot of people that agree with the Alabama law, surprisingly. I think it's... anyway, I don't want to get into it because politics, religion, the whole thing. We're trying to have fun here. But Frankie McDonald, if you could travel in time, where would you go?
Then I'll travel back to 2005. Then I'll travel back in 2004 to meet the younger version of Frankie McDowell, give the book the younger version of Frank Down, then they'll bet on it, everything.
Wow, that's really clever. Like getting the almanac, right? And you'll know what to do because your book will tell you everything that you need to be prepared for.
Then they'll change what's going to happen to me. And if I gave the book from present day to the younger version of me from 2004, what does that mean?
That means that you might end up becoming like the mayor of Sydney, Nova Scotia, Frankie.
Or richest man in the world.
So we have a bird at the bird feeder, Frankie. There's not been a lot of birds this year. All winter, we saw like 2 or 3 birds. I used to get birds all day, all the time. I even built new bird feeders, and there's not a lot of birds.
Biff is a really bad guy. Biff is trying to run for the president.
Why do you think there's less birds in my area right now, Frankie?
It's cold.
It's cold, isn't it? Climate change. I've been watching Bill Nye, the science guy, on television, Frankie. Do you know Bill Nye?
What?
Bill Nye is a science guy who had his own show in the 90s, and now he's doing a comeback on Netflix. It's called Bill Nye Saves the World, and he does science experiments about climate change, and he's a really funny, cool guy. So
They're doing it for the Biff is a bad guy, corrupted the whole town.
yeah, he corrupted the whole town. How do you think that Doc built the time machine with the flux capacitor?
He had top secret stuff.
Yeah, and remember, he went back in time and he bumped his head, and when he bumped his head, he came up with the theory for time travel through the flux capacitor. I think that happened to a few famous scientists.
Locked up in asylum.
Yeah.
Biff locked him up.
If you were a world famous scientist, what would you do, Frankie?
It'll send somebody back in time.
Yeah, send someone back in time. It's very, very quiet here today. Usually it's a lot busier, but it's kind of nice that it's quiet. I feel less pressure, and I feel like I can just hang out and relax. We've done
It's Memorial Day in the States.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day. We're tired. We've done over 1,000 shows. It's time to just, relax. Can you tell us about your new book, Frankie? Well, it's a year old. Can you tell us about it, please?
Just imagine if I had it all back, and if I went in a time machine. Just imagine. And in present day, Frankie will meet the past version of myself, give all of that to him.
It's fun to think about all the different...
And he'll bet on everything.
I was just talking about my favorite movie to someone before, Donnie Darko. And in Donnie Darko, there's tangent timelines, tangent universes. And they can't sustain themselves because if you go in an alternate reality, Frankie, it can't sustain itself. And eventually, that's why his hand faded away in Back to the Future. Because it can't sustain itself if too many things change. A chain reaction, Frankie.
That means that when they travel back in time, that means that because after when they travel back in time, that can change the future.
Yeah, I'm just a plethora of knowledge here on the Bass Guy Show. A smorgasbord of information. So, Frankie, you're at the Mayflower Mall right now, yeah?
Yes, I'm at the Mayflower Mall right now. That means you should come down to Sydney one day.
I would love to come down. I remember I went to your book launch, and when I went to your book launch, I was shy and afraid, and I saw a big line of people waiting up for Frankie's book, so I hid inside a store, which happened to be the lingerie store, and I was hiding in the lingerie section, and you saw me, and you yelled out, "Bass Guy!" as loud as you can. It was a moment I'll never forget, Frankie.
I remember that.
Yeah, you yelled my name. I guess you were happy to see me, right?
That means me and Monica left in the nighttime after you went back and after you got an ice cream.
Yeah, got an ice cream, and then we met on the boardwalk at the end, and Gajen got you a shirt, didn't she?
Yes. Then after a while, me and Monica departed.
I think Gajen would really like it if you wore the Bass Guy shirt and said something on one of your social media platforms. Which social media do you use the most right now, Frankie? Is it Instagram?
I use Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. You should open up a LinkedIn account.
Yeah, you were writing me this weekend saying I should do LinkedIn. I think I had an account. Do I have a LinkedIn account, Frankie?
Not yet.
Not yet. I think I have an old one or something, but I should make one, shouldn't I? What does it do, LinkedIn? It hooks you up with professionals?
You can share Bass Guy Show videos on LinkedIn too.
And then I could hook up with other professional scientists like myself.
Yes.
There's a thing in the air called science, Frankie. Frankie, what's happening?
That means I got LinkedIn account for a while.
Okay, so I'll if I have any questions, I can ask you, right? Hey, here's a question. Here's something cool for you, Frankie. Our friend Lynn from Texas is saying I need to send Frankie a Texas T-shirt. I wish there was a way she could mail you a shirt somehow, Frankie.
It's 2XL.
2XL, but where would she send it? I mean, who knows?
You got my P.O. box.
Yeah, that's the joke I was trying to make. You have a brand new P.O. box, and that means the public can now send you stuff, right? So I'm gonna send a P.O. box to my friend Lynn, okay?
Yes.
So Billy is here from Connecticut. He's saying, I'm not a scientist, but I play one on TV. So have you got any jokes for us today, Frankie?
There's a bubble gum on your left sock.
Okay, just a second. There's no bubble gum on my left sock. I think that's going to do amazing across the Canada, Frankie, and all the
In
nightclubs.
America and any other foreign countries.
Yeah. So let's talk
And
about
then when a guy fell down the mountain, go boo 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 boo. He starts crying. The ambulance go They say, "Okay, doctor, this man's broken. Put him in the garbage."
That's right. Frankie's our favorite joke. The guy goes to the doctor because he's just got a sore throat or something, and the doctor says, "This guy's broken. Throw him in the garbage."
Doctor toss the guy, throw him in the dumpster.
Yeah, but then what happens to the doctor, Frankie?
He gets a lot of trouble.
So, Frankie, what did you have for lunch today?
I had a hamburger, Mr. Noodle.
Let me guess. Ketchup, mustard, and relish?
I just had a plain hamburger.
A plain
and Mr.
hamburger.
Noodle.
And Mr. Noodles. Okay. Nice and
Just
simple.
imagine doctors say, "Can't fix him, put him in the garbage."
That's amazing, Frankie. I love your sense of humor. I love your uniqueness, and I love your confidence, and you're an inspiration to people. You have thousands of viewers and fans around the world. You have defense teams all over the world who support you. You didn't know how to. You didn't know how to
Now
deal with trolls.
Frankie McDonald fan clubs now.
Frankie McDonald bobblehead, action figure, T-shirt, book. You're doing well, Frankie. You're making Canada proud. And what happens if someone trolls on you and hates you? What happens the next day?
Get interviewed by media.
Then you become more famous.
Yes.
You're doing amazing.
Just imagine if that DJ down the state start to be rude to me again, include Kevin Merton as well. That means I could be on the big news.
Did you send a copy of your book to Donald Trump?
No. You should send one.
Who did you send a copy of your book to so far?
Bill Gates.
Wow, Bill Gates is the richest person on the planet, but he does donate a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he got a copy of my book.
He's actually not the richest man on the planet Earth, but he would be if he kept the money he didn't donate to other people.
Yeah, so he got a copy of my book.
Okay. So, Frankie, you like to hang out at the Mayflower Mall. Then I know that you go home and you do your weather reports, and then you like to watch.
I got a letter from Bill Gates to say thank you for sending Bill Gates a copy of my book.
And you got a letter from ABC, Cheech and Chong, Snoop Dogg, and Kathy Griffith have all retweeted your tweets before, right?
I just sent Kathy Griffith a tweet last night with a picture of myself.
I'd like to see you on the Trailer Park Boys, Frankie. I think that would be amazing.
And Kathy Griffin got a tweet of me.
Maybe if you were on the Trailer Park Boys, you could get a dirty burger with Randy.
That means my followers will go up then.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to The Bass Guy Show. We have Frankie McDonald live on the line with us from Sydney, Nova Scotia. Frankie, before we wrap things up here from Bass Guy Studios, could you please tell us about the weather this week in North America?
It's going to be a lot of bad weather going on in the southern states and central states. It's going to be more rain in southern states and chance of thunderstorms. And it's going to be some warm weather all across, and then cold weather, warm weather fighting each other all across Europe and Japan and all these places. And Australia is getting colder now.
Why don't you want to do a live commercial and then I'll cut it up for Rob and Slim Show this week?
Yes.
Okay, let me turn off my fan here. Okay, here we go. 1 second. Just a minute, Frankie. Let me introduce it.
Be prepared.
Hey everybody, this is Bass Guy. Today is Monday, May the 27th, and on Wednesday, May the 29th, what will be happening, Frankie?
Bass Guy and Frank and Down will be on Rob and Slim Show at 9 p.m. Atlantic Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, May 29th, 2019. I will be on the Rob and Slim Show.
That's right. Myself and Frankie McDonald are going to be on the Rob and Slim Show, so please check it out at Rob and Slim on Facebook or Twitter. Be there or be square. Right, Frankie?
Yes.
And cut. We're just hanging out on the internet, making live commercials. I have my cat. It's not my cat, but there's a cat here with me, Scarlet. Do you have any pets, Frankie?
CJ and Max.
How are CJ and Max doing today?
They're happy bird.
Do you take them out for walks, or?
My uncle takes them for a walk.
Okay. I love talking to you, Frankie. It's always a pleasure. Will you call back on the Bass Guy Show on Wednesday?
Yes, I'm Frank Down. You're listening to Bass Guy Radio Show. Be prepared. Make sure to reach the booth, put your jacket, pass the cup, start to ski bass training.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the sports with Mike the Can Man. Go for it, Mike.
So we have the Boston Bruins against the St. Louis Blues for the best of seven series, and also the NBA Finals with Toronto Argonauts, the Toronto Raptors versus the defending champions, the Golden State Warriors, going after for his sixth title in franchise history. We are way out of time. Happy Memorial Day for the men and women who sacrifice of their lives in the line of duty. My name is Michael P. Mahone, and this is the Beastie Show.
Thanks, Mike. Take care. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. That's it. Thanks, Mike.
Viewpoint, it's the absolute truth, and it is who you are. There's no separation between your mental position and you. You're totally identified. Ego, that is the essence of ego. That is the presence, that is the alert stillness in you. That is who you are essentially.
Oh, I can't do that without any practice. That's a cold start. Well, thank you for the Bass Guy show love today. Thank you for watching the shoe. Thank you, Mike the Can Man, for the sports, and Frankie McDonald for the weather. For Lynn, Billy, Mike, Jinx, people watching. Very quiet day here today. It's now time for show and tell, and I'd like to show you my pecker.
Doesn't matter if you've seen it before. Bass Guy show and tell. Don't tell.
What are you doing in there? You're looking for food.
You've got the tiniest little handkerchief.
Little visitor.
Sound like geese, but they look a little bit. Yeah, they're geese.
Yeah, so that's BB and I. We went on a picnic yesterday, the first nice day in forever. It's cold again, but it looks nice. And we saw a very large pecker hanging out with us. And it's a pileated woodpecker, which originally got its name from mushrooms. Pileated mushroom is like a cap. And the red goes right from its beak all the way around to the back of its head. And it's nice to have some green and, you know, whatever. There's my little joke anyway. This is our little picnic yesterday. Sharing my life with you. We had a sandwich and some lemonade, carrots and hummus. And it was nice. We just lay on the grass for 3 hours. There's some dirt. Isn't this show great? Yeah, it was a magnificent pecker. Largest one I've ever seen. So there you go, kids.
Show and tell is what we're gonna do. It might be old to him, but new to you. And it doesn't even matter if you've seen it before. Bass guy, show and tell. Show and tell.
Today's show is brought to you live next to the Couche-Tard in Montreal, in St. Anne de Bellevue, Montreal, Canada. I'm going to go out there and do some gardening. I'm feeling a little bit sunburnt, actually. I was suntanning. I had my tub out. I had the whole tub out. I was trying to reduce climate change. I was suntanning, so I took my shirt off. And because my stomach is white, it actually cooled down the planet Earth quite significantly. And that's my joke. That's my internet joke. Take care, everybody. I gotta go. Thank you for just a second. There's someone at my window. Oh, man. Keep doing something with the window here.
Back here, you frickin' reindeer! Only had a couple beers! Frickin' deer! Now you're on my naughty list! Oh, now I gotta pee.
Larry, no! Put that away! Larry! Sorry about the interruptions, ladies and gentlemen. I really... Frickin' Larry is on the roof again. You can see how quickly that... Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? So, thank you. Thank you for watching my little show today. If you enjoyed this show, click over here and check out another video that we've done. Click over here and subscribe. Larry! Click over here and subscribe to the Bass Guy Show channel and click on my face and you can check out our merch. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Stay in school.